You know what? It's so weird because recently I got monetized on this channel, and I know you hear all of the belly aching and whining and complaining by YouTubers out there. Oh, this video's not getting monetized. Make sure you and do their stupid screed and roll and all that stuff. I'm just gonna make one little passing mention to this stuff, okay? When it comes to filing for monetization on a certain topic or something like that, just about with regularity. Every single time I talk about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, those videos don't get monetized. I have no idea why. I don't make any other I don't make any commentary on those videos that I wouldn't make on anything else. But without fail, okay, all of these Pride videos, and there's a couple recently, okay, we got the Dallas event, you got the New York City event, you got a couple in, I've got a couple in the can for over the weekend, how appropriate with the topic in the can, but even still, those all get monetized, literally everything else, okay, Brett Kavanaugh's attempted assassination, that one's fully good, that one's good to go. Speaking specifically about gun control stuff, that one's fine, but Amber Heard, that's a no-go zone. I'll see what happens with this video, but based on this, I'm just going to think that we're going to be flying the rainbow flag of monetization on, because it's weird. All you need to do is just put a little, give a little lip service, again, to the holy queer orthodoxy, and you'll just sail through with all the power and the might of the algorithm. It's a weird place. But anyways, we got to talk about Biden's recent meandering, okay? He attacks Ultra MAGA. Why hasn't anybody told this fucking old fossil that Ultra MAGA is cool as shit? Okay, you're just pandering to your base. Okay, the people who were freaked out and like, oh my god, MAGA just means a bunch of Nazis and skinheads, right? Yeah, just try to reconcile the fact that there's a bunch of, black and like Latino people winning primaries, and yeah, they're going to be on the Republican side of this, and they're very much America First, pro-Trump Republicans that are out there, which spell complete disaster for you and the establishment. But anyways, regardless, right? No, just continue to call them Ultra MAGA, or refer to Trump as the MAGA king. That's definitely not cool and awesome or anything like that. But again, you're just mad because nobody gives a fuck enough to just meme about you and your presidency. They just say, remember that old crusty bitch that fell up the stairs 3 different times? That's our president. Ugh. Anyways, yes, but the Ultra MAGA GOP, who are going after Mickey Mouse, as they should. They've been running an illegal tax haven, or at least taking advantage of the tax laws in Florida for far too fucking long. And also, oh yeah, by the way, pushing their groomer agenda, maybe taking a look at that and revoking their tax-free status isn't such a bad thing, as he declares war. But then again, okay, why would you bring that up if you weren't trying to support Disney and therefore big corporations? Are you kind of outing yourself there, Joe, a little bit? 'Tis the season, after all, as he declares war on 300 anti-LGBTQ bills and pays tribute to 2 senior trans government officials and a boy 18. Well, technically he's a man now, way too old, at least 8 years too old for you to sniff, okay? Who walked out of school over Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. That's nice. That's wonderful. Okay, let's see how, Ron DeSantis reacted to that. We just got to get in on this motherfucker. He's hilarious. Okay, speaking specifically, okay, don't read the rest of the headline. I don't want you to spoil it for yourself. But I forget exactly what Ron DeSantis was getting asked about. This was probably in response to Biden, mutter fucking his way through some stupid statement. But yeah, no, this is somebody who is a little bit better on his feet than Joe. That isn't really saying that much, but you can also see that he's adapted the mannerisms of Trump, something I pointed out a fair few times, but also doesn't quite have the same comedic timing, even though this statement is kind of hilarious. So we'll let her play here. Elon Musk is rumored to be supporting Ron DeSantis for president in 2024. Elon Musk is an unreliable ally, okay? He's a genius. He's off playing with fucking model rockets and shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. How's that Twitter acquisition working out, And tell us more about your opinions on gun control, and what's it like placating the Chinese over on the Weibo network. Oh, shit, shouldn't mention any of that stuff. We'll talk about carbon taxes later. But anyways, asked about it, DeSantis said he's focused on 2022. Yeah, he's got a fucking curb stomp Nikki Fried. Oh, it's so wonderful. I guess that'll be just another anti-Semitic hate crime, and he's probably misogynistic for running against a woman. Oh well, We all know who would win the race after all. Anyways.
Elon Musk. So what I would say, I'm focused on 2022, but with Elon Musk, what I would say is, I welcome support from African Americans. What can I say?
Very funny, but the arm movements and the hand movements are very unnatural. It's fine and all that stuff, okay? And I still like Ron DeSantis. He's a hell of a governor, okay? I don't want to take away anything from him, but the fact that he was licking his lips, he was uncertain about saying that joke. It's a funny joke. I've used it 1,000 fucking times before, and so have many other people, okay? And you're at a press conference, you're placating your base. You knew that clip was going to go viral, and hey, good on you, because it was a funny joke. Just have more confidence when you're trying to be authentic, okay? It's something a good old Uncle Joe should take advice from, but he won't, because he's always the smartest person that he knows in the room, but joke's on you, he's got dementia. Anyways, President Joe Biden launched a broadside in the nation's culture wars on Wednesday, condemning hundreds of ultra-MAGA laws that he said discriminated against gay and transgender people. Like what exactly? I target 300 of them. And just wait and see which ones he's picked. They're awfully popular. Anyways, imagine that. Just trying to say that Ultra MAGA is a fringe minority of the Republican Party. But you can point to directly 300 bills that have been passed legally and lawfully through different state legislatures. By the way, you can't do any of that stuff anyways, because there's that pesky thing called the 10th Amendment. But again, they're overwhelmingly popular in those places. So, yeah. Again, just missing the mark, not by an inch, and not by a foot, but by a fucking mile. That's one thing you can rely on Joe for. That and tanking the economy, breaking decades-long inflation records, driving up gas. Anyways, just being an utter fucking failure. I don't have to tell you about the Ultra MAGA agenda. You should, though. You should outline it instead of just denigrating like half of the people. Anyways, attacking our families. Whose families? And our freedoms. Whose freedoms? Which families? Okay, these are busted fucking families of a fraction of a percentage of people out there that are affected by these so-called anti-LGBTQ bills. Okay. 300 discriminatory bills introduced in states across this country. In Texas, knocking on front doors to harass and investigate parents who are raising transgender children. I doubt that's happening. In Florida, going after Mickey Mouse, for God's sake. Well, as they should. Have you seen the current state of Disney? Anyways, measures unveiled on Wednesday are designed to help schools skirt state laws limiting support that they can give transgender children and include a full court press against the discredited practice of conversion therapy. Who's doing this? Okay, is Mike? I think Mike Pence still works at a Republican think tank right now. I don't think he's on the fucking light switch right now, zapping the gay out of kids. I don't think that's happening anymore. And again, that was a misinterpretation of facts, but it's still really cool. I love the Raiden memes of Mike Pence, even though he's a fucking despicable human being. Anyways, conversion therapy. I don't know what. I think there's assault crimes on the books. If this was to even happens, why do you have to continue to pass more laws and legislation or repeal them? Or I don't even know what you're fucking doing here. Neither do you. This is just another vapid fucking statement of, oh, we stand with the rainbow people. That's nice. It's a fraction of a percentage of the people who sign up and align with the alphabet mafia. Because let's be honest, I have nothing against the gays and the lesbians and all those fucking happy people, okay? Do whatever you want in the privacy of your own home, but when you start to proselytize, there's a line in the book, right, Joe? You say that you're a devout Catholic, okay? Heathens pray in public, and the people that bow at the altar, ass cheeks out of Pride Month and all of that other creepy degenerate shit. The fact that they're running around tits out for Harambe or fucking swinging their meat and two veg, it's a little bit degenerate, especially when you're twerking in front of kids at a pride parade, which again, why are you bringing your kids to that fucking open cesspool of nonsense? Ugh, God. Not a big fan of CPS, but still give the kids a chance for Christ's sakes. A packed East room, how packed was it? Did everybody have to go in without shoes, and did they have to back into it? East room cheered the president as he gave shout-outs to key gay transgender officials in his administration. Yes, the first ever female 4-star admiral, right? Who was born a female, right? Is that what we're going? Anyways, before the event, a senior administration officials, you don't need to talk about the president like that, set out the president's thinking. Well, somebody better. He will talk about how these bills are worsening the mental health crisis that the alphabet people, youth are facing. Oh, no. By the way, if you want to have a legitimate conversation about people with mental health issues, you can debate that up to and after transitioning, going through all of those life-altering surgeries. That's a conversation that you probably don't want to be having, but I don't think these bills have anything to do with it because, again, you're not pointing out anything specifically that these bills do to target kids, okay? Because if you're going full court press against the Don't Say Gay bill, which again, you're just taking mainstream mass media talking points on this one. Nowhere in that 7-page bill, even if they blew it up to font that even you could read, Joe, it would be no more than 10 pages, okay? And nowhere in there does it say gay. Not at all. It's not in there at all whatsoever. It's just sexualized teaching to kids in your perfect sniff range. Kindergarten through grade 3. Outside of that, how is that putting them at a greater risk of suicide? You are just standing on the corpses of non-existent, very confused individuals. President Biden always stands up to bullies. Yeah, exactly. You did really well against Putin, right? No, exactly. He's a bully. He's a bad man. Do you want to have an open, honest debate? No. That's what these extreme MAGA laws and policies do. What? To placate the constituents? They're actually for that. They're not for, I don't know, all of this open-air degeneracy. And that's the most flattering picture that you'll see from a pride parade. Why don't you go to the people in bondage gear? Why don't you go to the people with the whips and chains and leathers that are out there? That's just the most reputable pride parade that you could show, or in any good conscience that you could show, right? But again, why on earth does there need to be a parade for sexuality? It makes zero fucking sense. Your basal urges, this should be between you and other consenting adults, as much as this crowd wants it to include a much broader variety of people. They should all be hung from trees if that's what they're advocating for, but even still, okay, why don't we open it up, okay? Why don't you just add another stripe on there for the group of people who like to, I don't know, are into choking, smacking, spitting. You know, maybe that, because it used to originally be a rainbow. I don't want to be bigoted and say that the pride flag is just simply a rainbow anymore. It's evolved past that. I forget exactly. I think it's a progress flag with the, the racial components on it. It's fucking weird. But anyway, still, maybe the yellow stripe that's on there is for people who are into water sports. Maybe it's already been that inclusive and I've just overlooked this fucking narcissism. But yeah, no, this article from Daily Mail also has the what's in the parental rights and education law, the Don't Say Gay bill. You know, one of the main targets of Biden, one of those anti-LGBTQ plus bills that are out there. Yeah, no, it has nothing to do with anything. But the other laws that he's up against are the male athletes and female sports. He thinks that that's bad. It's like literally every fucking legislature that gets these bills in front of them, it's an overwhelming victory because people think that it's a little bit fucked that a dude who is ranked, I don't know, let's just say in a fringe sport like swimming, ranked in the lower half of 400, like 463rd or something like that, and then just says that he's a woman, okay, and just hops over to the other pool, okay, still keeps everything all functional, okay, is still standing at attention in the locker room and beats the brakes off the competition, okay, and then, hey, is just heralded as a trendsetter and a trailblazer, of course, and then said theoretical institution after all the dust is settled is like, yeah, maybe, yeah, kind of had a little bit of a leg up on the competition there, so yeah, don't need to really talk about that anymore. But hypothetically, that's what could play out if these bills weren't in effect. But as you can see, this is just from the ultra MAGA contingent, right, in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. Which way did they vote in the most recent general election, by the way? Right, ultra MAGA, right. Kentucky, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, South Dakota, South Carolina, Tennessee, Utah. Healthcare restrictions. What? A bill banning from Arizona. A bill banning physicians from performing irreversible gender reassignment surgery on minors. Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, it's so terrible, and I need to get my little fucking baby titties chopped off. Otherwise, I'm going to commit suicide. Get fucked. Fucking wait until you're 18 and then pay for it yourself, okay? If you want to take that degenerate, disgusting, stupid fucking road for yourself, God bless. Know the problems that you're going to be facing later in life. Understand that this is, like it says, irreversible, okay? Know that this is a one-way ticket, okay? You might be better off. You might be living your life as a better individual because of it. And hey, go for it. Do exactly whatever the fuck you want, but not when you're a fucking kid. You can, okay? These are the same retards that want to, oh, you need to raise the age of buying a firearm to 21, but then you want to be able to make little boys into little girls as young as what, 10, 5, 6? Like where are we going? There is no correct age and what kids can do health-wise for the rest of their life, but there is when it comes to exercising their Second Amendment rights. See, it doesn't really make all that much sense, okay? Other restrictions, okay, you got ones from Florida and Oklahoma. Great, yeah, exactly. The places where these points and these issues are incredibly popular, okay? You can go to another state if you want to get your surgeries and your snips and your clips and all that fucking fun stuff, okay? It's only in these certain states. It's just like your precious abortion, okay? You want to get a fucking suck out after the fact and you live in Oklahoma, that's fine. You can drive over to Nebraska. You can drive over to Austin, Texas, okay? Or they're going to be a safe haven for abortions or whatever the fuck else they're going to do down there in that little shitty city. But again, how does this directly affect kids, okay? In the long haul. Oh my god, kids might theoretically kill themselves. That's why we need to get rid of all of these terrible laws. Alright, cool. Now do gun control. But Uncle Joe, right? He's just standing up for the alphabet community. The same community who has, yes, their pride parades. They have an entire month. Hell, if they'd have it, it would be an entire fucking year. And what do they want to be able to do? Well, just to have obviously open and honest all ages LA Pride events, okay, that Christina Aguilera and those people, because all of the celebrities that are out there, they've changed all of their avatars. For the month of June, they're going to have their rainbow flags, and then whenever there's a new crisis, they'll change it over, okay? I don't know if they'll go back to Ukraine. Maybe it'll be out of vogue by the time July rolls around, or maybe they'll condemn the 4th of July as being racist, sexist, bigoted, homophobic, ultra MAGA, whatever the fuck you want to call it, okay? They'll move on to something else. I'll post their little black square on, I don't know, George Floyd Memorial Day, whenever, and all of that shit suits them, okay? Or maybe they did that beforehand because that was the sacred day of May 25th, but they'll move on, okay? This, for right now, is just concentrated horseshit, but the pride parades that they have going on right now, they need to be protected at all costs because they are, of course, all ages, and they're just exposing kids to different ideas that are out there that are in society at a disproportionate rate, but whatever. But let's just specifically look at one event that's out there. LA Pride, Los Angeles Pride, okay, will celebrate the LGBTQ plus community with the all ages LA Pride in the Park Music Festival on June 11th. Well, doesn't that seem nice? It's a music festival. Like I said, high profile people are there, okay, headlined, I think, by Christina Aguilera, right? And like, what the fuck is it, 2022? That would be a big deal if it was 2020 after all, because remember when she used to look, or not 2020, 2000, remember when she used to look like this? Yes, that's a screenshot from Dirty, right? Probably her biggest hit. I don't know, I wasn't a Christina Aguilera fan, I know, right? Shocker. But that was a bad bitch right there, and that got a lot of headlines. But compare and contrast that with today, no, that's fine and all, right? Like, she's in incredible shape, she looks hot as fuck. Okay, and everybody on screen is of age. They're all consenting adults, okay? Sure, the music was popular with tweens and all that stuff, and in order to get into a concert, you had to go with a consenting adult, or you had to be of a certain age, so that was all fine. That was all on the up and up, but now you have, yes, like it says here, the All Ages LA Pride in the Park Music Festival, okay? And what was the dress that she was wearing at the time? Okay, that's not bad. Okay, she's looking fine. She's just put on, what, like 50 pounds since in the better part of 20 years? That's fine, that's fine. Okay, nothing wrong with that one. Big shoulder pads and, the little cone tits that are there and a little aspiring camel toe. That's fine, okay? What can you expect from a 40-something-year-old, okay? She's got one foot in the 80s and one foot in the 220 pounds, the 2022s, okay? And then, yes, okay, of course, placating and all that fun stuff with the fucking pride outfit. That's great and wonderful, okay? And then she's got, the more tits out for Harambe there, and I don't know what the little pipe cleaners on her arms are, but that's fine. And then, oh my God, she's got a strap on for an all-ages event. And it actually gets worse. Don't worry, it gets worse. We got video footage of that, and I'm not going to subject anybody to the music that's played. And I'm going to keep this out as far as possible because I don't necessarily want to get taken down for like nudity or anything like that. And plus, the music fucking burns my ears. But we're going to play a little bit of this, and that's Christina Aguilera. She is dancing with her fucking foot-long strap on there, and remember, people were so outraged by the fact that she was a very feminine woman just singing, but now she's got a strap on at an all-ages LA Pride event, fucking whipping that shit around like it's, I don't know, porn set. Wonderful. Terrific. I'm getting that shit off the screen. That's fucked. I don't like that's even better. There we go. That's better. Oh, fucking time flies. But yeah, no, this is the talking point from some of these fucking smooth brains that are out there that I don't see any problem with this. Okay. You fucking, run your shit back to your cats. I'm sure they'll offer great talking points. If you're a prude and you thought bringing your kids to a Christina Aguilera concert at Pride was safe, then that's on you. She can't stop making people mad. Oh, we love to see it. No, there was like outraged Karens at the time that, she was dressed like that, but she's unmistakably a woman, and this is unmistakably an adult related content, okay? Like, this wasn't Britney Spears at the time with the what was her big hit there at the beginning? The one where she was all, hit me baby one more time. Okay. That was sexualized to a point. Okay. She didn't have her tits out or anything like that. She was wearing a skirt from my memory. That was 99. I was 9 years old. So I think 99. All of this shit fucking just jumbles together. It was that homogeneity that we had in the late 90s, early 2000s when it comes to music. Ugh, garbage time. This is such a straw man, okay? You knew the music that Christina Aguilera was going to be singing, okay? She was never trying to present herself like Britney Spears as being somewhat on the straight and narrow. Sure, she deviated from that not that long after, with, what is it, Toxic, before the big fucking mental breakdown where she shaved her head and all that fucking fun shit, and now whatever the fuck she's doing, less said about her the better. No, Christina Aguilera was kind of the red tube variant of the YouTube Britney Spears, if you pick up what I'm putting down. It would be like expecting a wholesome concert going experience while you're bringing your kid to a Slayer concert, okay? Not exactly a fair representation, okay? And the fact that, yes, it was marketed as an all-ages LA Pride event, and then she's out there fucking hanging dong, okay, dressed in a Hulk outfit, doesn't quite comport with reality, okay? Everything else is what you'd expect, okay? Cone tits, okay? She's fucking covered up, except for when it comes to the big floppy rubber dick in the room. Yeah, man, that's what the Democrats are trying to protect, okay? Sexualizing children. And like I said before many, many times, I don't have a horse in this race. I don't have a child out there in the wild. I just have a society that I think is worth protecting, and maybe potentially in the future some children that may or may not be active in it. But, you know what, hey, the more I think about it, the less those children will be active in the Western world, and the more they'll be in either Central America or out in fucking Eastern Europe or some shit like that. But yeah, this is degenerate as all fuck, but could have made those exact same statements about the Democratic platform fucking 2 years ago. Anyways, with all of that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.